Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Coach Live. I hear a lot of people talk about needing to be in the right place at the right time in order to be successful. I hear a lot of people right now talking about the new year, 2026, and they say things like, "This is my time, this is my year, it's going to happen." And often you hear people attribute their success to being in the right place at the right time. And although there's truth to that, there's actually a lot of truth to that, it's not the full story. And most people don't talk about the rest of the story. It's not just being in the right place at the right time. That's not all that's required. You see, that's only two of the 8 ingredients needed to truly be successful. And so today I want to address the missing six. Because if you just believe that this year, if you're just in the right place at the right time, you're finally going to be successful, you're going to miss it. So, at least in relation to the common belief that it's all about placement and timing, we're going to address something a little more. Now, timing is important. I'm not dismissing the importance of timing. Timing is vital. I mean, let's face it, doing the wrong thing at the right time, well, that just spells disaster. Anybody can figure that out. And doing the wrong thing at the right time, well, that's just a mistake. And doing the right thing at the wrong time, that'll give you resistance. We don't want any of those. So how do you know if the timing is right? How do you know if your timing is right? You've got to master the art of asking questions. And it's not just a matter of asking a few questions. You've got to ask the right questions in the right way and enough of the right questions in the right way to get the right information that will equip you to make the right decisions. It's kind of oftentimes, I don't even know if it's often, I'd say always when I'm working with a client, they always say the same thing to me. They say, "Oh my gosh, Al, you ask more questions than anybody has ever asked me before. And you ask me harder questions than anybody has ever asked me before. I mean, Al, you're wearing me out." And I say, "Well, of course I have to. And of course I am. Because I've got to ask you the right questions. And I've got to ask you the right questions in the right way. And I've got to ask you enough of the right questions in the right way to get the right information so that I know that we can actually get you to where you want to go at the right, get to the right place at the right time." It kind of also makes me think of, people when they're asking people questions in a job interview setting. Oh my Lord, more often than not. I mean, people ask stupid questions sometimes, and they ask lousy questions most of the time. And they don't ask enough good questions. Again, you've got to ask the right questions in the right way and enough of the right questions in the right way to get the right information that will equip you to make the right decision. Now, catch this. When you ask those questions, put your preconceived notions and put your already formed biases aside, because you've already got them, but you've got to put those things aside and you've got to listen. You've got to tune in and you've really got to listen to the feedback that's coming your way. Now, this is critical. Then, once you've gathered the information and you've gathered all the answers, you've got to bounce all of that information and all of those answers that you've gathered off of other leaders who know the situation. That's critical. Now, that was likely the quickest lesson that you've ever heard and I've ever taught on the lesson of timing. But let's go back to that common phrase of people thinking it's all about needing to be just in the right place at the right time. Remember what I said at the beginning of the lesson. That's not enough. That's only two of the 8 ingredients needed to successfully get you where you want to go. And if nobody talks about the other 6, or everybody leaves out the other 6, or you're just ignorant or aware of the other 6 and you don't put them into play, highly likely 2026 isn't going to be your time and it isn't going to be your year. See, yes, you've got to be in the right place and at the right time. Now listen up. But you've also got to be doing the right things in the right way, in the right order, with the right people, for the right reasons, and all in the right awareness. You've got to have all of those, and especially that last one, you've got to know. You've got to know that you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, the right way, in the right order, with the right people, for the right reasons. Don't leave out the last one, in the right awareness. Now that, my friend, now that's the recipe for real and lasting success. But simply being in the right place at the right time, that won't give you, that'll just give you movement. Let me say that again. Simply being in the right place at the right time, that'll just give you movement. But being in the right place at the right time, doing the right things the right way, in the right order, with the right people, for the right reasons, and all in the right awareness, now that, my friend, that'll give you momentum. So when it comes to your success this year, don't just settle for movement, go for momentum.